If you have ever traveled along St. Thomas Street near its intersection with St. Joseph Street, there's usually a bottleneck. It's highly trafficked by students who traverse the area for school.
In this area, in the mornings, in rush hour, in the evenings, in rush hour, you would see the chaos that has been out here. And you know, many accidents has happened right in this intersection here. And people have been clamoring whether the city council solution. Well, we have a manual person stand up in the middle of the street every day, 365 days for the year with a hand in the air. No. Roundabouts serve its purpose as well. I commend roundabouts. But in our culture like Belize City or Belize, where we tend to have this, not comply with laws, and you have to be disciplined in roundabout, you have to understand the law.
The installation of stoplights, including pedestrian crossings, is to provide a safe path for students and improve the flow of vehicular traffic in the area. Mayor Bernard Wagner, along with a few city councillors, organized a demonstration for students on how to operate the new system.
We have put in the type of mechanism. We're really child-friendly, because we don't want a sustainable child-friendly municipality. And all of these things what we do in our city that we really drive child-friendly type of activities and try to change the culture that we are about our children and having the opportunity for the kids to be able to go at that spot there and press that button and that button activate, and after a while it tell the motorists stop. We want the opportunity to pass, and that is why we have that mechanism in place. It's a red stop, green, so you are driving in a habit, you are changing habits, and it's about a light system telling you red stop, green go in a roundabout. It's more left up to the individual understanding the traffic laws and complying with the laws. Now when you are saying red, green, yellow, it begin to change habit, and that's the way we want to change in this city and in this country change, the culture change, habits change, behaviors of people, and we can't start with the old people like me and you. We don't set in our ways. We have to start with the kids, and that's why we have the kids out here today. Because after 6 years, then kids will get used to this type of systems and apparatus.
But is the introduction of the stoplight purely aesthetic and will not relieve the traffic congestion?
That is why our technical team run their tests. They had been running these tests during peak hours in the mornings and in the afternoons and in the evenings. They have been running these tests, and sure, there have been little areas, but so they have tried to tweak it and get that timing done as best as possible. But the one process, and so we continue to work towards reaching the optimum area where we want to reach. We have tried to consult with all the business people in the area. We had a good session with them, and our main thing to them was that the city is always only concerned about on-street parking. We can't concern ourselves about off-street parking. Off-street parking is left up to the business owner. They have to ensure that when you are doing a business that you have adequate parking. Unfortunately, that was not carried out in this area. Some of the businesses do have off-street parking. But what we have tried to do is to work along with those business houses in the area, the YWCA, the meat shop here, the Hoy Eye Center. So what we have done is to turn that street there, I can't recall the name right now, help me, push the crescent into a one-way street. And so now parking would be allowed on one side of that street.
The value of the project is over $100,000. Duane, Moody for News 5.